Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dunn and Dunn. I'm Marcus Dash here, my co-host, blocking tight end extraordinaire, Jason Dunn. JD, how we doing, buddy?
What's up, my brother? How's it going, man? How you doing? You doing all right?
Can't complain. Can't complain. I know there's a lot of people in Chiefs Kingdom are complaining about a whole myriad of stuff. We just beat Denver. You think we just got dominated by Denver based on some of the comments I've seen on Twitter. It's rough out there.
Yeah, man, it's rough. It's rough. It's a rough world, right? It's going, you're always going to have that. And look, and rightly so. I'm not going to say that, everybody's, peachy about, the win, right? Especially when you was beating 27-0 the first quarter, half or something. It was just, and then all of a sudden it's just like we took our foot off the gas and we just kind of sat back and like I get that part of it. And so got the win. Didn't necessarily look pretty. Maybe he was learning a few things and, you got something, you get something out of the game, right? Get something out of it. So, hey, but now we got this week going to the Texans. I think this is a team that you go down and, pardon me for saying it, but you go down and beat up. You just go beat the Texans up, okay? 1-11. These suckers, they ain't looking good at all. And they got, probably 12 people out right now. I think even the ball boy might be a little sick. He might be hurt. So, I think we go in and tackle. That's how it is. Smell blood in the water, go get them.
Yeah. Highest point spread of the weekend, 14. So 2 touchdown favorites. It's a big, when you're getting double digits in the NFL, that's a lot, man. That's like a Power 5 school versus like a mid-major school kind of spread. That's like Alabama versus going against Ball State. That's like minus 14 and minus 21 type of spread.
Yeah, and as it should be, they got all the horses out, and so when you don't have Pierce and Cooks and all that, I mean, come on, right? They shouldn't be able to generate any points. Just the way it goes, man. You ain't got your weapons, so this is the time. Like I said, go out there and beat them up, bring pressure. Let everybody get a little taste of it. Let everybody eat.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is one of the worst run defenses in the league. So Pacheco, McKinnon could have real big days against the Texans.
Right. And once you get the ball up there, Henny, hand it off Henny.
Yeah.
Hand it off Henny. Hand it off Henny. Right. Maybe get his warm his shoulder up maybe a couple times and see what he just do with it. But maybe get Pat, relaxing somewhere in the fourth quarter, somewhere and just, shut it down. Right.
Yeah.
So,
good. Hopefully they take care of business, go a wire to wire victory.
Yes, sir.
Not touching like we did last week.
Right.
But okay, before we get into the show, just want to remind you guys for more analysis from JD, subscribe to our channel, Chief Concerns, and you can hear a whole preview of the Week 15 game against the Houston Texans.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get after it here. So, JD, we're going to begin, as always, with a player you are concerned with or a position group that you're concerned with. So as we look to Week 15 against the Texans, who's one guy or position group you're concerned with based on the play you saw against the Denver Broncos?
Position I'm concerned with? Oh, man. Concerned with. I don't know, man. The concern, I don't necessarily, really have one as much concern-wise. I don't think that there's a lot of things. We have some weaknesses. And I'm going to be looking at the defensive line. We lost Brandon Williams, and he's coming in. He's going to be helping out. So I'm going to be looking at them to see what they're going to do. So this is going to be one of those full games. He got a little taste of it last week in Denver. Now, hey, let's get him back this week. He's got, a couple of plays on his belt. Now we get to utilize him. Put him in there. Let's see what he can do. Just take the reins off this joker and let him just go. Okay. So I was talking about blood in the water. He's one of those guys, man. Let him get a little bit of it. Okay. So Brandon Williams, defensive line, I want to see what they do against these guys. And so this is going to be something this week I'm concerned about. I want to see. That's what I want to collide against all those guys. Let's get some sacks. Let's get some pressures. Let's go beat these guys up. Period. Point blank. All right.
And as you saw in our film review, you talked about Williams getting in the few short plays he was in there. He got double teamed quite often, and leaving for one-on-one for somebody else. So hopefully the one-on-one, somebody can really capitalize on the one-on-one play this week on the defensive line.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what it's all about. So if you getting a lot of the attention, double team, that means it leaves somebody one-on-one. That guy's got to win his battle. And so even when he was double teamed, he was getting pushed. He was driving the tackle or the center and the guard back. He was pushing those guys back, and that's what you want to be able to see from a defensive tackle. He's stout, he's strong, and that's something that we definitely needed. We needed to see that. And so I think the guys playing on the inside besides Chris was a little bit inconsistent. Chris was, been having a heck of a year. And so you want a little bit more consistency. You need a little bit more from that where your linebackers come up and make plays. That's what you want to be able to see. And so he's going to provide that for us, and I'm excited. So I am concerned. I want to see what that looks like, and I want to see this thing progress from last week to this week and where it can go when we get ready for the playoffs.
What was interesting to me is that we went our film breakdown. We only went over like a few plays, but the vast majority of his plays that Brandon Williams was in, I think he only played like 14 snaps. The vast majority, Chris Jones wasn't even in on the D line at the moment when he went in. So, I mean, he was rotating with Chris Jones. I want to see them on the D line together. I mean, is that a possibility, you think? I mean, is there a reason why they'd be putting him in with not the Chris Jones lineup?
Well, I mean, they got to test him. I think that sometimes you got to start work on your rotation and see what rotation works, who works well with each other. I mean, I think that's just part of it. And so if you're watching him dominate with the other guys in there, and now when you put him in Chris Jones, you should be able to see the dominance that you feel like you brought in. And so I think it was one of the game plans. That's what you wanted to be able to see. And so if he was able to hold up with these other guys coming in, Saunders came in, made a nice little one-on-one and, getting off the ball. And that's what it's supposed to be doing. But yeah, when you start getting in and then working him into like the ones and that whole rotation, hopefully it'll look a little bit more exquisite. Like, oh, that's what we've been looking for. Yeah, like this guy, right? So
yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully we get to see little Williams and Jones together this weekend. It'll be exciting to watch. I mean, that'll be the one thing exciting to watch. Houston's offense is the most riveting, especially without Pierce, Cooks, and Nico Collins. Yeah, it's not gonna be really fun to watch. So it'll be fun to watch our defensive line to dominate. Hopefully.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna go to a player you're not concerned with. Which, if you look at Chiefs Kingdom this week, the Twitter everyone's concerned with everybody right now. So I'm curious to see who you're not concerned with. So as you look to Week 15 against the Houston Texans, who's a player or position group you are over the moon about and not concerned about at all?
I mean, over the moon about, not concerned about it all. I mean, come on, that's Patrick. He was, that's just wasn't who he was. He threw 3 picks last week. He knew he made some errant throws. He knew he made some bad throws, bad decisions. It just wasn't in his character that he's on. And so they're really worried about that. I'm not worried about Pat's going down. I think he's going to go ahead and get his head together. But I have no question about who he is and what he can do. Same thing as far as when you talk about the MVP and all those things and talking about it. This guy right here still, to me, is the MVP of the NFL in my book. Really. So one bad game. Hey, does that count for him not, being that guy? No, I don't think so. So if he could have took some of those throws back, I know he would have took it. You could see him thought like helmet on his tag, got it. Like he just, just tried it, didn't work. So, hey, that's all right. Hey, brush off. The defense got your back. Come down to Houston, throw you about 4 or 5 tubs and see where everything goes from that point. Right?
Yeah. He's going back to his home state this weekend, and he's going to put on a show, I think.
Yes, sir.
Nice little homecoming for him. Perfect homecoming game. You're playing against one of the, I'm not gonna say the bums of the NFL, but one of the bottom feeders in the NFL this year. That's hey, homecoming in high school. You always played against a team that you could beat on homecoming.
Oh yeah. You better make sure you show up. Don't get ready for the dance just yet. Okay, finish business first, and then go ahead and go to the little dance after that. To the prom, homecoming. So.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So now we're going to get to the best part of the show, the Dunn and Dunn segment, where JD will go off on something he feels really needs to be addressed something he thinks that needs to be talked about. So JD, what is grinding your gears this week, and what do you feel needs to be talked about?
Oh man, what is grinding my gears this week? I don't. You know what, man? I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm a chill guy. I am. I really am. I'm a chill guy. Okay. There's really things that bother me or I stress over, and I just don't do. And so one of the things I guess that kind of grinds my gears. Uh, mm, you know what? It has to be sometimes just realizing that there's going to be games like this during the season. You're going to have maybe not so much focus on what you should be doing. The games get long, the practices become monotonous, and you're just kind of trudging along. But you got to refocus, and I think these guys are going to do that. And so my eye kind of goes to these guys getting over it, but also to some of the fans showing that amount of grace to these guys. And I get it. I get the criticism. I do. I get that part of it. I really do. Right. But playing the game and being there before, these things do happen. Right. I mean, these things do happen. And Texas almost beat Dallas last week. Dallas going to the Super Bowl, but then all of a sudden Texas almost beat them. And so you're going to have these things that, what, Dallas did and what, okay, they won the game. Right. Okay. Next week, set it up. Let's go back to the drawing board, get everything back in focus. All right. Let's keep making our run. Let's not lose sight of what we're trying to do. And so, grind my gears, sometimes it's just say, man, just got to give these guys a break a little bit. Just a little break. It can't be perfect all the time. Okay. I get it. 10-3. You want it to be 13 and I understand that part of it. Okay. But we lost 3 games by 3 points or less, right? Am I correct? Yes. So it ain't like these guys are, we're going to end up being 14-3. 14-3. And so we were talking before the season, people's like, oh no, they're going to be 11-6, and maybe at the best 12-5, these jokers are going to finish out 14-3. And some people still can't give them a break. Some people can't get it off their back. Some people just ripping their head out for, I have a right to be upset. I get it. Yeah, you have a right to be upset. You can. It may be unreasonable being upset, but you have a right to feel any way you want to feel. I get it. Hey, all the cursing and all of how you feel and irritated and all that, and okay, fine. Have at it. Do it. Please go ahead and get it off your chest, and then come back, root for the Chiefs. All right. But don't let it take you down. Don't let you go in and send guys personal things to them on why they should have won or you should have done in the game and all. Don't be that person. All right. Don't be the nagging nanny or the, I think they had the Garbage Pail Kid. You old enough for Garbage Pail Kids? Do people remember them? It's like nagging Nancy or somebody, it's one of those things, right? Don't be that. Okay. Don't be, Buster or whatever, Buster the Ball Buster. Don't be that guy. Okay. Don't be that guy. Celebrate your Chiefs. Get on them, be a little upset. Yeah, it's going to be a little tight. Yeah, they're going to give you, a little bit of somewhat of your pressure's going to go up a little bit, but that's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Believe me, these guys are going to make it. They're going to be fine. They're going through something that they're going to, get better. It's all about progression. It's getting better. Okay. There's things that everybody goes through with their job to get better, right? Hey, maybe you dropped a plate if you're a waitress, or maybe you burned a steak if you're a cook, or maybe if you're a financial guy, the stocks didn't work like you wanted to, and it just failed. I don't know, whatever it is, whatever it may be. Okay, all right. Maybe you gave the wrong dressing as a nurse, whatever it may be. Okay, we work through these things to get better. Hey, it's not the end of the world. We get better. Right now, we're winning. We are winning. Okay. Let's just understand that. Give these guys a amount of grace. We're going to be fine. We're going to get there where we need to get to. Okay. Let's just not be the ones that's on their neck all the time. Like you just like you got to say something. I got to say why. Okay. All right. They didn't get it right. Relax. Okay. It'll be all right. We're going to be okay. Still got the best quarterback in the business, best tight end in the business, best coaches in the business. No doubt about it. So relax. I know you don't like me saying that, but hey, you take it easy. Take it easy. You live longer. Don't stress on these things. You live longer. You will, right? Let's keep supporting our guys. Let it be that. KC, that's what it's going to be, all right? Hey, say what you need to say, okay? Get it off your chest, like I said before. Come see us after the game. We do a show after the game. Come see us. We do a post-game show. Y'all can air all your everything out on us if you want to. We'll talk about it, okay? I'm the therapist. Come on in, talk, and we'll have a conversation. I'll yell with you. I'll yell. Let's go. Let's get it. I'll yell with you. I will, okay? And then we'll all leave it there. We'll go about our business the next day, okay? That's what we'll do. We'll leave it at the doorstep and leave it, come back, celebrate these boys. So that's what's grinding my gears. I know it was a long one, but this is where I leave it at, and I'm done.
I agree. At the end of the day, a dub is a dub, and sometimes they're ugly. Sometimes they're not the best, but yeah. At the end of the day, it's what matters in that win column, and we were in the win column this past week. And Garbage Pail Kids, but yes, that was before my time. My older brothers were big Garbage Pail Kids fans, and I think you were talking about Nasty Nancy.
Nasty Nancy, I knew it was so many. They had so many, right? That's why I was like, Brandon DeMar, whatever. So, you can name them anything. Garbage Pail Kids. So, Aggie Nancy is another one. That's one I made up. Don't be that person.
Yeah, don't be Nasty Nancy. There's too many of those on Twitter already, so we don't need any more.
Yeah, sure.
But all right, well, that does it for us. We hope you enjoy our episode. For more about Chief Concerns, please visit our website, chief-concerns.com, and subscribe to our channel, Chief Concerns, on YouTube. And we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more and subscribe to RGR Football.